Over the last 30 years, the cost of college has almost tripled. But has the actual value you receive also tripled? In this video, I'll be breaking down whether or not college is still worth it in 2021. So let's break down the numbers. The cost of college on average for a public 2-year or community college is around $12,000 per year. For a public 4-year university, the cost is $22,000 per year. And the cost of an out-of-state public college or university is $38,000 per year. And if you go to a private college or university, it's on average going to cost you $50,000 per year. Now, let's talk about student loan debt. The total amount of student loan debt in the US is $1.6 trillion. The total number of borrowers is 44 million. And actually, 70% of college students borrow. And 90% of those loans are federal loans. And the average amount per person owed is $35,000. So let's break down those numbers even more. So with the average loan amount being $35,000, the average interest rate on those amount of loans would be 5.8%. Do you know how long it takes for a college graduate to pay off $35,000? Well, on average, it takes anywhere between 18 and 21 years. Let's say it takes you 20 years to pay off that debt. You can be paying as much as $20,000 in interest. So instead of actually paying $35,000, you would end up paying $55,000 over the course of your payments. Let's talk about return on investment, because after all, you're going to college to try to get a better, higher paying job. So let's break down the numbers. So on average, a college graduate receives a salary of $50,000 to $78,000. If you don't have a college degree, you'll receive on average a salary of $30,000 to $45,000. And over the course of an average lifetime, you'll be earning $2 million with a college degree versus $1 million without a college degree. Now, this doesn't necessarily apply to everyone, but the numbers are there. If you decide to go to college right after high school, it's almost as if you're taking a 4-year buffer before you enter the real world. It's like jumping into the kiddie pool before it's time to sink or swim in the real world. It's a time where you can learn to be self-sufficient. You learn to have emotional intelligence. You learn how to live with roommates. You learn how to cook. And you learn how to clean up for yourself. Now, if you don't go to college and you decide to jump right into the real world, you most likely are going to have to get a full-time job. You're going to have to start making money to pay your rent and your bills. Let's go over job opportunities. If you decide to go to college, you'll certainly have more options and better opportunities throughout your career. If you don't go to college, it's all good though. There's a lot of jobs that no longer require a degree. Well, in fact, a lot of the major tech companies like Google, Apple, IBM, Netflix, Microsoft have all basically come out and said that degrees are no longer required. Why? Because skills pay the bills. Now, let's talk about another alternative, trade schools. Learning a trade can be a major asset for a fraction of the cost of what it takes to go to a traditional 4-year university. It takes anywhere from 8 months to 2 years to become a specialist in a very specific trade. Let me show you some examples of the highest paying trades out there. Number 1, licensed nurse. Number 2, HVAC technician. Number 3, a plumber. Number 4, electrician. Number 5, home inspector. Number 6, construction manager. Number 7, dental hygienist. Number 8, computer technician. Number 9, web developer. Number 10, landscape designer. Number 11, barber. Number 12, paralegal. Number 13, real estate agent. And last but not least, 14, sales. If you can sell, you have a job pretty much anywhere. Now, if you go to college, there's no guarantee that you'll have success. No guarantee that you'll have a great job. However, the odds will be more in your favor. Now, if you don't go to college, you are guaranteed not to pay tens of thousands of dollars at school, and you're guaranteed not to accumulate a ton of student loan debt. So that's pretty much a safe guarantee. If you go to a trade school, you're guaranteed to have a very specific skills and a fraction of a cost. And now let's talk about opportunity cost. So going to college, you're gonna pay 4 years tuition, you're gonna be 4 years without earning a real salary, and it's gonna take 4 years till you get to start your career. And if you decide not to go to college, you can start making money right away, get some real world experience immediately, and you can try out different jobs to figure out what you want to do. Now let's talk about a very important topic, health. As a college graduate, you tend to live a healthier lifestyle. You're more likely to exercise, and you're more likely to have health insurance. And your kids tend to have healthier habits. If you don't go to college, you tend to lead an unhealthier lifestyle. You're more likely to smoke and less likely to exercise. Now, those are just numbers. I personally think it's all dependent on the individual, but always remember, health is wealth. Let's talk about other factors, such as unemployment. So pre-COVID, the unemployment rate of college graduates was just 2.2%, and the unemployment rate of high school graduates was 6.5%. Here's the next factor that I thought was pretty interesting. So only 58% of college students actually earn a degree. If you decide to go down the college path, I think choosing your major is very important. So let's go over the majors that pay the most. Number 1, of course, engineering. Number 2, computer science. Number 3, math and science. Number 4, business. Number 5, social sciences. Number 6, humanities. Number 7, agriculture. Number 8, communications. And of course, there's also some majors that don't tend to pay so well. So let's go over the majors that pay the least. Number 1, drama or theater. Number 2, fine arts. Number 3, music. Number 4, studio arts. Number 5, visual and performing arts. Number 6, neuroscience. Number 7, art and music education. And number 8, early childhood education. Even if you end up getting your degree, that's not a guarantee that you're gonna end up getting paid good or in a high-paying job. As I said before, skills pay the bills. Okay, so let's wrap this up. What should you do? Who should go to college? So number 1, I think you should go to college if you already know what you want to do. Number 2, you should go to college if your professional career requires you to get a diploma, such as doctors, lawyers, and CPAs. You should also go to college if you're going to be receiving grants or scholarships. Number 4, you should go to college if you plan to graduate within 4 to 5 years. And the 5th reason why you might consider going to college is if you're not quite ready for the real world. Now, who should not go to college? Number 1, if you're unsure of what you want to do, you should avoid going to college. You should also avoid going to college to avoid any student loan debt. And number 3, you should avoid going to college if your career path doesn't even require you getting a degree. Fun fact, 40% of college graduates are underemployed. What that means is that they're working in jobs that don't even require a college degree. 4th reason why you shouldn't go to college is if you don't thrive in a traditional academic environment. The 5th reason is that because it's just the thing to do, you're supposed to go. Number 6, if you're ready to make money immediately, you have that hustler mentality. And finally, number 7, if you're just gonna go and then end up dropping, might as well save that money. What is right for you? Only you can answer that question. And remember, learning is for everyone, so never stop learning, reading books, listening to podcasts, and learning new skills. Also, you should have a plan before you go to school and after you graduate. What school, how much it's gonna cost, and what major you're gonna choose. Remember, what's gonna be the best return on your investment. And after you leave college, where you're gonna live, work, and how much you're gonna make. So run the numbers yourself, do the math, and then decide what best fits you and your situation. And always remember to save that money. Thanks for watching this video, and if you found it helpful, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video.